Hello, you safari experts, as I educate you on the epidemic of poaching. Today we'll go over the animals who are at risk, who are endangered from endangerment, and then we'll look at the animal trafficking and illegal trade of animal parts and pelts. Then we'll look at under the cloak of corrupt government officials. While I am aware of the counterclaim that where poaching happens isn't the responsibility of Americans, but the responsibility of the countries where it is. But I will have to say, just because it isn't our responsibility doesn't mean we can't help or if it isn't wrong. So please keep your limbs in the cart as we move on to the corruption of poaching. First, we'll look at the animals affected by poaching and the effects of the losses. According to IFAW.org, poaching isn't just the killing of animals, but also the capturing and sale of illegal trade of animals, especially through exotic pets. An example of that is Tiger King, who, with like many other exotic pet owners, illegally owns tigers and lions acquired for poaching. These animals really need to be protected. And though the animal's wildlife is affected by just capturing of animals, there are many poaching which affects the overall population of animals. This is seen all around the world, with first starting with an example of the antelope, which is not limited to just these. First, we'll look at the examples of animals not just limited to the antelope, which is for the bushmeat and horns, the buffalo, which is for the bushmeat, the rhino, which are poached because they could be dangerous when faced on land, and then lion for the body parts including the bones, teeth, and claws. These animals really need protected, and what can you do as a high school student? Well, it could be simple as just speaking out about the problem, as these animals deserve to live on this earth just as much as we do, and people who poach them illegally need to be apprehended for their immoral actions, as they are poaching animals to complete extinction and need to be stopped. Now, where there is a morality, there is the personal gain that comes with being a poacher. Poachers make a lot of money for poaching, as they're sliced, shaved, and diced. Because according to ISE.org, illegal animal trafficking makes between $7.8 billion to $10 billion per year. And if you combine animal trafficking with illegal fisheries and illegal timber, you get the fourth largest illegal trade after narcotics, human trafficking, and counterfeit products. Furthermore, there are still people who try to prevent poaching, as HSI, according to ISE, once again, HSI works hard, fast to prevent the further expansion of illegal trafficking. They work hard at night to stop illegal trafficking of animals and other resources, natural resources. An example of with the goal of one day completely eradicating illegal animal trafficking completely. An example of illegal trafficking is the illegal trade of ivory. With an example from as recent as 2013 with Chinese officials tying into our final topic of the day, which is the corruption of political leaders and their involvement. As we look at America, you can tell that our leaders are probably against illegal trafficking. But if you look into the East, especially in Africa, that may not be the same. According to poachingfacts.com, some countries in Africa, governments have sent military resources to aid in the poaching of elephants. Many countries have become so corrupt in Africa that they help aid poachers, but not just with aiding military supplies, but also legally. According to poachingfacts.com, many countries in Africa have turn a blind eye against the poachers and not apprehended them. Many poachers have taken this and abused it through their illegal trade outside of Africa. An example of this corruption that they have taken advantage of is the Kenyan leader Kenyatta in the 1960s, who personally gave permission to the former general of the Mau Mau fight during the sale of wildlife parts gained through the freedom fight. According to poachingfacts.com, presidential orders gave him permission to sell 75,000 pounds of ivory without the eye of the game department on him. This poaching really needs to be regulated and not supported by the governments. We need to stop the further corruption of poaching, and that includes the stopping of support from governments. As we end our speech today, we went over the economic causes of poaching, the illegal trade of animals, and in the political corruption of governments. Though these poaching doesn't happen often in America, it is still an issue that needs to be solved. It may not be our responsibility, but humans and animals are still affected by poaching, and this side was needed to be heard. I thank you all for listening, and have a great rest of your night.